Hi everyone! If you have hotel or Airbnb business idea or some getaway location, this video is for you. Today, we will introduce financial model that will help you to evaluate the following parameters of your business idea. How much financing is needed, what is the payback period, revenues, profits, sensitivity analysis, and finally, scenario modeling. The link to download this model will be placed in the description of this video. We can also automate your reporting environment using Excel or Power BI tools. You can also check out other financial models and Power BI tutorials for a business owner. All links you will be able to find in the description of this video. If you find this content valuable, hit the subscribe button and give us a like. Share this video with your friends who have their own business. First of all, we will introduce a rule saying that all inputs in our model will be marked with blue color. That will help us identify all the inputs across the model. Here, we are setting up the first year of financial projections. Then we have the first block of inputs. We may have different pricing per day depending on specific date or group of days, federal holidays, high season, and so on. In this block of inputs, we are looking at typical year. And we set up time intervals for the pricing seasonality. We specify the starting date of the interval and ending date of the interval. If some intervals are overlapping or not covered, will be shown red here, and the problem date. Next block of inputs, room types. Here we can simply name all our room types, such as one bedroom, studio or suite, whatever. Then we can switch on and off each type of rooms from the cash flow and see financial efficiency with or without this or that type of room. For scenario analysis, we are adding basic coefficient to pricing, so that we could quickly increase or decrease prices on this or that percentage value. %10 increase, we're putting 110 here. 30% decrease, we are putting 70% here. Simple logic. Then we describe how many rooms do we have for each type. We are also adding coefficient to room amount for the future scenario analysis. Next column describes the level of direct cost for each type of room per day, plus scenario analysis coefficient. Moving to prices. Here on the left, we've got our pricing intervals. In this area, we need to specify the selling price per room per day for each pricing interval. Next input parameter is room's occupancy. Similar logic, pricing intervals on the left, but this time we need to set up the percentage of occupancy for each type of room inside each time interval. In this table of inputs, we set up the year and month when our hotel starts its operating activity and receives its first revenues. When we open a new business, we won't be able to reach the target revenues right from the first month of operating activity. Here, we specify the percentage of target revenues for the first 24 months of operating activity. Now we are moving to the investment plan. This green column is the first month when revenues appear. Start of operating activity. We are going back to the past from the start of operating activity. Here, we specify what we are investing in. On the top, we have chronology. We set up when we are investing in and how much. Then we have fixed costs. Despite we call them fixed, this type of expenses may have some seasonality. That's why we have a typical year, and here we can specify fixed costs even if they have some seasonality. Payroll. For payroll, we have two tables. First table is a list of positions and the payroll per person on each position. Second table describes the amount of people on each position with respect to possible seasonality of your business idea. Now it's time to describe the loan. For loan, we have the following parameters. The moment in timeline when we get this loan, year and month, amount of loan, interest rate, term of loan in months, grace periods for interest payments and principal payments if we have one. Moving to taxes, we have 4 taxes: revenue tax, salary tax, profit tax, and asset tax. For 3 first taxes, we specify percentage rate. For asset tax, monthly value of taxed payments. Here, we can see the cash flow. We can press plus buttons to see all the details for the revenues, direct costs, fixed costs, payroll, taxes, investment plan. The result from operating activity will show us how much we earn without loan payment and investment plan expenses. The result from investment activity will show us what we are investing in, how much, and when. Then we have the result from financing activity. During the first stage of the project, it shows equity and loan inflow inside our business idea. On the second stage, it shows loan payments and how they correspond with the result from operating activity. The last line of the cash flow statement, which is cash balance at the end of the period, shows us on the first stage how our project consumes equity and loan. On the second stage, it shows how much cash will be generated by our business idea by this or that moment in the future. Next step. Here we placed a very simple table showing us total revenues, total costs, profit and profitability done monthly. Next step. Simple and discounted payback period. The moment when each diagram crosses the timeline is the moment when project has generated the amount of cash that equals to total amount of financing that is required to start this business. This is the moment of the payback. Next step. Internal rate of return calculation. Here we are setting up the project discount rate. This is the increment. The discount rate, when positive net present value turns to negative NPV, is internal rate of return. Then we have sensitivity analysis block. We can add this parameter to any input and see financial efficiency if the value of this parameter will increase or decrease with this increment. The link to download this model will be placed in the description of this video. We can also automate your reporting environment using Excel or Power BI tools. You can also check out other financial models and Power BI tutorials for the business owner. All links you will be able to find in the description of this video. If you find this content valuable, hit that subscribe button and give us a like. Share this video with your friends who have their own business. Stay tuned. See you next videos.